Programming made possible by Bardstown, Kentucky. There's something beautiful about a small town. And Four Roses Bourbon. Thank you for your support.
We're here at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, which is a pretty fantastic event, and there's some bourbon. And today there was some ham. So my question is really, on a scale of 1 to 10, how sexy do you find the salted meat category?
That's a great and funny question. I think it's a 10 because, cured meat to me is fantastic.
Cured meats, there's something about it that's sensual.
Absolutely. People don't always understand just how good it is because they've eaten it in too large a portion instead of a paper thin slice. And they don't know what to pair it with. And here's what to pair it with, people.
You do.
Right
that's what we're learning today is this pairing of interesting, the cured ham with different types of bourbon.
Right, and you see they complement each other. They have the shared flavor note of smoke, obviously the char of the barrel and the smoke of the country ham. And you also see the caramel aspects, the citrus aspects, also in whiskey that offset the porky, tangy, salty flavors of ham. So it works really, really well together. And it can work well with tequila, it can work well with wine. Ham plays well with alcohol. I came across the pairing on a late night editing this book and nibbling on some ham and had a little neat whiskey, and I thought, eureka, this stuff matches so extremely well. And that's really where it came from.
Aren't accidents the best way to discover great things?
True,
absolutely. That's it. So you wrote a whole book on this, and now we've here at the Bourbon Festival have been pairing these things. You can really pair anything. You
just have to enjoy them and put them together, and that opens up your interest in it. It opens up your palate to new flavors and explore. That's what you need to do with flavors, explore them.
And I think there was a gentleman there who poured all his bourbons into one glass, took a shot, and then ate all his ham before you started. But, to each their own, right?
With ham and bourbon, it's just kind of a match made in heaven. So your ham, you've got like this nice, almost like a savory and saltiness, and then it mixes so well with the sweetness of the bourbon and the characteristics that can be pulled through, and food really enhances the bourbon experience.
What can I do to learn more about this, or how do I go about this?
Experimentation is really great when it comes to this. I'm just gonna say, sitting down, sipping and tasting and going through. But in all honesty, when you're talking about how you can pair well, what I would do is taste your bourbon first and figure out what characteristics it is that you're finding in this. Is there a sweetness? Is there a caramelize? Is there, are you getting a corn note out of it? What are you really pulling from it? And then how do you counterbalance that? So if I get like a pear note, maybe I want to pair it with something a little bit more cinnamon. Or if I'm getting already the baking spicing notes, I want to take something that's going to kind of pull away from the spice of it and really kind of accentuate. Maybe there's a dried fruit note that would make it taste almost like a pie.
You know what? Let's go find eating and drinking. I think there's something going on tonight. You want to go check it out?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Done.
Let's
All
roll.
Programming made possible by Bardstown, Kentucky. There's something beautiful about a small town. And Four Roses Bourbon. Thank you for your support.